Hello, y'alls. What's up, guys? Hope everybody doing amazing. Amazing. I want to see if we can wait a few minutes to get a couple people in here, a couple more people, and we'll get it going. It's not going to be a long one. I figured like 30 minutes, probably something like that. But I just have messages, man. Y'all, today has been such an amazing fucking day. Even though, yes, last night was kind of messed up, today's been an amazing day. And it's crazy because nothing extraordinary happened except for just within myself, I guess. So I hope everybody else is having an amazing day. Okay. Give me the collective energy. All right. Yay. Me and the dogs like to go get lost in the woods. So much fun. I should do an intro. I probably shouldn't. You know what? Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the intro. What I am going to do is when we start this thing. What's up, Jody? Hey, yeah, I'm just doing a collective read. I'm doing a collective reading. I just wanted to, I want to make sure to timestamp this shit. So yes, it'll be timestamped, hopefully. What's up? How's it going? How's it going, man? We're doing a collective read. So I'll start here in a minute, maybe a little bit less. So we'll start at 3 minutes. 3 minutes in. It'll be time stamped. I know it's already been 2 minutes. I should have said this in the beginning. Everything will be time stamped and all that good stuff. I hope you are doing great, everybody. All right. About like 20 more seconds. I just want to make sure. I want to get as much energy as possible, but I'm not super worried about it. I know people will watch afterwards, so I'll just tap into the collective. Amazing day. Freaking amazing. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay. So we're going to do Oracle and Tarot, and I just wanted to tap in with everybody, and because I don't know about y'all, but I really feel like 2025 is going to be such a huge year for so many people if we're ready for it and if we're willing to do what we need to do to get it. And when I say that, I only talk about changing the thoughts and the worries and all that shit. That's the biggest thing you got to do, and then have faith. It's literally just that. And it's wild because it ends up being like a ride. In the beginning, okay, so for me, like, I haven't always been like this, okay? So this is all really shifted for me in like the last couple of months. But what I noticed was majorly in this past month, I really buckled down and I started doing the work and focusing on all the shit in my head and focusing on I just decided to pay attention to what was going on in here because, before it was a very noisy place. And I'm sure you guys can understand and agree with this. Your mind can be a very noisy place. When you're just wanting to settle down and quiet down and go to bed, don't you ever just want to go, shut the fuck up? Because there's all that stuff that just goes round and round and round. Well, I decided to see if I could do that. And wow, the results are freaking insane. And it's such a short amount of time. And it's funny because it's not like every day's the greatest, but I've only had, like, literally out of the last 30 days, I think I've had 2 bad days, and they weren't even bad. They were just minimally uncomfortable. And then I keep getting these epiphanies and all this shit, just all these, it's messages after messages. And anyway, that's why I wanted to do this collective read, because I really feel like there's messages. I was kind of like drawn to do this. So let's find out. All right. Give me messages for the collective, please. Give me energy for the collective. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear right now? And that's exactly this first thing out, this time for a nap. This is that little guy is, I don't know where the hell he came from. Anyway, this time for a nap energy, boy, he's annoying, is basically what I was talking about. Like, this is like setting your troubles aside, setting them aside, because they're not really doing you any good. So the way I look at it is, say you get a bill in the mail. It's not due for like 30 days, but you're already thinking there's no way I'm going to be able to cover this bill. And so for the next 30 days, what you do is you spend it worrying and freaking out. Or say it's due in 2 weeks or something, whatever it is. And you just know you're not going to have the money. First of all, there's your first problem, because if you know you're not going to have the money, you don't even open yourself up to the way the universe works, which if you have faith, the universe will find a way to provide the money. It's crazy and it doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. But you worry that whole time. And what you do is waste your time. You waste the whole time. You could have been enjoying yourself or doing anything or being somewhat happy, instead of not being able to sleep at night because of all the worries, instead of waking up in the morning and first thing you're thinking about is, how am I going to get this money together? You know, like all of these things that just bog you down, make you feel miserable. And then what happens? You either barely scrape by to get the money, and then you don't have money for something else or whatever. It's always like one thing after another, which goes right next to the round and round card. But this is, there's more to this round and round card. And I want to, every so often I like to read on it. Round and round. Come on now. All right. Okay, and that makes sense to kind of what I was just like, somewhat of what I was just saying. This is talking about like things just seem to be they just seem to go, you know, nonstop. It's like, you know what I just said, it's, if it ain't one thing, it's another, right? And it just feels like it's constant. And what it's talking about is like the worry and all the concern and all the overthinking is creating this thing that just keeps going around and around and around. It's like a spiral, and you have the power to stop it. You don't even, hey Valerie, you don't even know how powerful, like we don't realize how powerful we are. We can stop it. But the thing is, like, this round and round energy with this chaos and conflict, it does create a lot of drama. But the thing of it is it was always meant for a learning lesson. This wasn't meant to hold us down, you guys. None of this was ever meant to like keep us screwed. I'm screwed and there's just no way out. That's not what it was for. We have to learn how to come out of that, right? And that's where that time for a nap card comes in, because it's talking about letting it go. Just chill, man. Because I promise you, some of the richest people, you want to know why they're rich? Because they just know, and they have faith. They have faith, and they know that the money will always be there, and the money always is there in abundance. They get into a flow. They don't fight their way through it. They have a knowledge, like a knowing that the money will be there, right? So it's not a problem. You know, that's where that round and round card comes in, though, especially for like when the poor stay poor. It's because there's something that it's like their lack of belief and lack of faith and the constant worry and concern and not realizing, hey, and hold on. Oh, these damn dogs. And not realizing that they can change it. We can all change it, you guys. We can change this shit. And I'm doing it. And so I'm excited because I want you guys to be able to do it too. And I know it's important for everyone to just, freedom. You know what freedom feels like? Where you don't have to fucking worry about your bills. Where you don't have to worry. The thing is, the only way to get to that place is to find freedom before it comes, because what I've learned, what I'm figuring out is that you have to embody the energy of freedom before freedom is delivered, because the inside is mirrored back to us in our reality. And if the inside is just nothing but worries and concerns, then the outside is the same. And it sucks, you know what I mean? And we never knew this, but we're learning it now. We're in the age of information, man. We're learning it now. And it's pretty powerful. So when you realize that, in a way, it's a beautiful thing, because yeah, for a while, it's kind of like, man, so you're saying I created all this chaos? Well, yeah, I am. But the greatest part of that is that you can change it, and you don't have to look outside of yourself to do it. All you have to do is do it here. It's crazy. Here and here. Your heart and your mind work together to create such a fucking powerful energy. It's just insane, man. It's insane. Today I had an epiphany that I had created. Dude, I can look back even on my toxic relationship, you guys. In fact, there was a point in time in my toxic relationship where I had told my partner that I had manifested him talking to his ex. And I did. And I remember how I did it. I remember exactly what happened. And I remember telling him, because it was true. It was factual. But I can look back on a lot of that relationship and see where I manifested a lot of it. Now, I'm not taking the blame and putting it on us completely. But I am saying that I manifested a lot of shit that happened. That is what it is. Anyway, so this is talking about being in the present moment. This is talking about being happy now, the here and now. All of this chaos and conflict was meant to put you right where you are in this very moment, so that you can wake up. See how that's an egg she's sitting on. That means that can hatch, but it's only going to hatch in the here and now. There is no past. There is no future. They do not exist. Every moment is now. Now is now. Now is now. Now is now. And it goes on and on and on. We're always in the present moment. So when we sit and stress about the past, and then we worry about the future, then we've literally taken all the magic away from the world. And then we live it as a shitty place. It's a shit world when you live without magic. But we take it from ourselves. That's all. Okay, so it's just so fucking powerful and insane. It's just insane. They're saying basically with this here and now card that you can create major, major change in your life by sitting right in this moment and just being present. Don't quieting your mind. It does take a little bit of practice. What's up, Lexianne? It does take a little bit of practice, but I promise you guys, dude, if I can do it within a month, and my mind was a shit show, like a full-on shit show. Y'all have no idea the shit I'm going to tell y'all a little bitty secret about me. You all know that, most of you know that I was an addict. I'm a recovering addict. But what you don't know is that about 2 months ago, I started drinking pretty heavily. And it got out of hand to where I was drinking, those big bottles of wine, the big, big ones. I was drinking almost a full one every single day. And something just clicked in me and made me stop and made me realize that was causing a problem. And it was also dulling my vibration, and everything I was trying to manifest couldn't come in because I was numbing myself and dulling my senses. I was taking myself out of the present moment. That's exactly what I was doing. So what I'm telling you guys, if I can do it, I know you all can. I know you all can. I mean, just facts. And it sucks, April, to start drinking like that. I just want you guys to, because I'm doing it so that I can tell you guys about it. See, for a while I felt like an imposter, and I was, dude. I love you too. I was an imposter because I wasn't doing the work, and I was doing a disservice to you guys by saying one thing and doing another. And I just woke up one day and said, no, fuck this. When is enough enough? And it's enough. And so I started doing it. I did it every single day. I do it every single day. Y'all have no idea. It's crazy. Yeah, it's a difficult road, man, to be a recovering addict. Fuck yeah, it's hard. But hey, when we're recovering, That shows how powerful you are. Right there, that alone, being a recovering addict, there's some people that die by that shit. You know, you were strong enough. You guys were strong enough. I was strong enough to get out of it. If we can pull ourselves out of that shit, you tell me we can't do something about this overthinking. You tell me we can't do something about manifesting. I didn't understand manifestation until I started putting the work in. But because I watched a bunch of different types of manifestation videos, it got me confused. But I focused in on like two things. Indubitably, who, I don't know what that person's name is. I don't remember, but she's the one that turned me on to The Secret. I am so incredibly grateful for her for doing that, because that shit was so powerful. And I watch it like 3 or 4 times a week. And then Finding the Power of I Am. Yeah, sometimes you have to do that, because you'll notice that. Here's the one thing though that Rhonda Byrne from The Secret says: it's good to go around people. And the reason why is because people are reflections of you, right? And people, like what she says is, if she's around somebody and they're putting out a bunch of negativity, that she realizes that, she says it's a universe sign that she needs to work a little bit harder. And just what she means is like, it must be reflecting back something that she's got inside of her. So it's like you can learn from being around other people. You learn the little things that are hidden that you're not realizing are sitting in there. I'm figuring this, dude, it's so powerful and it's so intense, and I'm so happy to be on this fucking journey. Oh, I could cry. You guys, I'm literally choking back tears. It's insane. Today I just had such a huge like awakening type epiphany moment, and it literally just laid itself out like right on the table for me, and it was like this, and this, and I was like, wow, fucking wow, just wow. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, give me some cards for the collective for this energy, please. And there we go. I like this 3 of Pentacles because it does talk about working with others, finding like-minded people. Finding like-minded people to help you on your road. But here's the other thing though. This is talking about sometimes having to leave behind family or relationships that, even though they look good on the outside, they may not be the best for you. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, and I agree with you, Kazan, that sometimes you have to separate yourself from people. I love you guys too. Sometimes you got to separate yourself from people that just aren't positive, that are negative. You know, the ones that tell you that, oh, it's impossible to do this. Oh, money doesn't grow on trees. Oh, you have to work so hard to get everything you want. And it's all bullshit. It's all lies. It's a belief system that doesn't have to be ours, and we don't have to accept it. People always want to put judgment on everything and everyone, and we don't have to accept it. And I agree with you, Kazam, that sometimes you've got to remove yourself from situations and from people, even when it's hard. It's like with love. It's with total and complete love. This is talking about loving ourselves. This is talking, okay, and this card always gets me, especially in a reading like this, because this tells me that all this overthinking and all this worry and shit is blocking. And you guys know, if you've been here a while, which most of you have, that blessing, that white bird, that blessing right there, trying like hell to get through to you. But all this worry and all this bullshit keeps it away. So it's like your blessings are right there. The reason why they say to live as if you already have it is because technically you do, because everything that you possibly could want is already in your field. All you have to do is tune into it. And that's what it looks like, is that a lot of us are finding our like-minded people, our like-minded crowds that want to give to us, equal give and take, right? This is talking about using that fire within yourself to create something. It's like becoming a beast almost. This is also talking about finding patience and love for yourself. This is like giving me this energy of the realization that we're more than just human beings, right? Because the Temperance card with those wings, it always makes me feel like we're more than human beings. We're so much more than we realize. We have the power of the sun and the moon. It's kind of like almost to say we are all that is. And that is true. That is a fact. We don't know it though, because we're experiencing ourselves as like different players, right? But truth is, it's God consciousness that's broken down into different. But here's the problem though, Dark Phoenix. The reason why you can't get the breakthrough is because you won't let it in. Why am I saying that? I'm saying it because you're thinking that I'm tired of waiting for a breakthrough, meaning you're worried, you're concerned, and you're constantly thinking, waiting for a breakthrough instead of becoming happy now so that your breakthrough can come to you. That's how manifestation works. You don't sit in misery and then love comes and finds you. They can't exist together properly. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So you have to be love to have love. You have to be the energy of, like, embodying the energy of money. If you want money, embodying the energy of love. If you want love, you have to embody the energy of happiness. If you want happiness, I was you, tired of waiting for a breakthrough. I called this room that I'm in right now my prison. Our words are powerful. And when you say things, they manifest. And I had emotion behind it. I would say this is my prison, and I would say it with such emotion. And that would make it my prison even more every fucking day. And it started to close in on me. And that's when the drinking began, because I didn't know what to do. And then one day I said, fuck this shit. I can't do it anymore. There has to be something. And I came that very day. I ended up watching that, The Power of I Am. That was the first time I watched him. And I was like, whoa, this makes sense. It was like, it kind of clicked a little bit, not fully, but I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. And so every day I worked on it. Every single day. I was very, very conscious. I paid attention to my thoughts at all times, no matter what. I'll watch more later. Okay. I love you too, April. Yeah. So that's the thing. When you sit in that stagnant energy, you only gain more stagnancy. It's just what it is. There's no way around it. When you say you don't have your soul tribe, you will not get your soul tribe. You have to embody the energy of the soul tribe already. I don't know how else to explain it. There's lots of, I'm telling you, I will never stop recommending the documentary, The Secret, because it tells you, it explains it perfectly. I mean, it's very simple. It's the craziest part of this. This is the kicker. It's so easy that you almost go, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Oh no, there is. And now I get a bunch of free stuff, and I finally got approved for a loan. You see what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Amber? That's what I'm saying, Kazam. That's exactly. Yes, it's like it's when you stop worrying about money is when money comes in. When you just say, fuck it. Fuck the worry, because the worry is the blockage. It's like embodying the energy of already having said thing, whatever it is. The universe works in the way of, if it reflects back to you what you are in here. And if you're miserable, it reflects misery. If you're happy, it reflects happiness. Do you see what I'm saying? If you live in the energy of no stress, of a lack of stress, of like just being open, believing, and faithful, then you get that reflected back to you. Miracles happen every day. You have no fucking idea how crazy it is. You have no idea. It's crazy, the shit that can happen. And it doesn't make sense, and it'll completely defy logic, but it's real. It's fucking real, man. I'm telling you. And it's funny that we're talking about this right here, because there's a little bit more to this too, but the Queen of Swords in reverse gives me a sense of someone who is not speaking or thinking kindly of themselves. It's very negative. The Queen of Swords in reverse can be very negative. She doesn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. She just thinks very. It is, and it's so powerful, man. It is. Joseph Murphy, watch him. I like Neville Goddard, but I like Joseph Murphy better. My personal opinion. There's a bunch of people, man. There's so many. Joe Dispenza is great. That's another thing. What you put into your mind, will also be reflected back to you. If you watch a bunch of like negative videos, sad stuff, it'll affect you. If you watch a bunch of happy stuff, if you watch it depends on what you want in your life. Watch things that reflect that. Remember, everything you're putting in your body is going to come out somewhere. It's going to go somewhere. It's going to do something. It's going to affect you some way. So be careful of the things you ingest, the things you watch. Spend time out in nature. Make sure you pay attention to your thoughts. I promise you, when you can pick them up and notice them and throw them away and start changing them, you'll see if you do that every day. After the first week, you start to go, okay, I got the hang of this. It starts to get easier. And then second week, you're like, wow, this isn't that hard. Not as hard as I thought. Third week was rocky for me. Okay, I'm not going to lie. But the fourth week, it's like, all of a sudden, all this shit started happening, these epiphanies and all this like crazy stuff. And I feel like today was probably the best day because I had such a mind-blowing understanding of everything, and everything made sense, and it still makes sense. And I completely get it all now. And now that I understand, oh, I'll never go back. Fuck no, because now I know this. Now I cried today because I said, I actually truly found the door. That door that you want to open and walk through where your freedom is. I found the door and I was able to walk through it, like fully walk through it. It's standing at the doorway, but I realized today that I was able to walk through it. And I just did. And I'm telling you, I could feel my body was zinging and vibrating. And I'm a spiritual person, and some of this stuff I've heard other people saying, I'm like, they're so full of shit. No, they're fucking not. No, they're not. I vibrated today. I vibrated so high that I was like on one. I was just on one, and I had to go out in nature to calm myself down because it was that like, bing. I was high as a kite, and I had nothing in me. Again, this is something that reminds me of there's a lot of past energies that are still here. It's like thinking about the past, thinking about the future, not staying in the present. There's so much worry and concern, but we can leave it at the door. It's not useful. It's not working for us. This is kind of like the collective read I did the other day, where it was talking about this Eight of Pentacles, and you see how she wants this, but she keeps looking over here and focusing on this. She's looking for the change, but she focuses here. But that's because she's being the Queen of Swords in reverse, and she's not. And what it's going to get you is more of the past energy that you don't want. Being the Queen of Swords in reverse, being angry, being negative, always thinking that I'll be happy when. That worst thing you can do. If you don't want to manifest, you can say I'll be happy when, because you'll never get that. You have to embody it first. But it's like, I'll be happy when. And unfortunately, she just keeps getting more of the past, more and more and more of the past. So we got to watch out for that. What's this? Yeah, it's because, yes, I'm telling you, we're getting very, very similar energies here. This is saying the answers are right here. All you have to do is look over. Same here. All she has to do is look over. All they have to do is look the other way. It's freaking insane. All they have to do is look the other way. I say this, when is enough enough, guys? That's what my question is. For those of you who are still struggling, when is enough enough? When are you ready for change? Serious business. Because once you're fed up, you'll do whatever it takes. I feel like when I realized that I was in my own prison, I realized that it was time to do something, because I knew that I was existing and no longer living, and it made everything miserable, and I didn't like doing anything. And in fact, everything suffered after that. So it's a matter of how you feel on the inside, dude. And I promise you, the universe will will give you like-minded energy. Like once you start working on your thoughts and your overthinking, the universe is going to start dropping little knowledge bombs in your way, so that, and it'll do, everything will be in your way. Like it'll drop people that need to help you get to where you want to go in your way, knowledge that you need, inspire, like things to take inspired action on. It'll be like an inspiration you get, say when you're in the shower, or when you're grocery shopping, or like you're driving at home in your car, you know, like this is what happens, because that's the reason why, is because you're able to be in the present moment and you've cleared the space. Your mind is like a computer. You have to delete all that old stuff, clear the space, get rid of it. You will get used to doing it. It will get easier. I promise you. And then you're going to start to see results. And everyone deserves this. Every fucking person in here deserves this. I'm telling you, all she has to do is look over. I just want all of you to know, this is something that Spirit's been telling me all day, that every one of you has a breakthrough. You guys all have a breakthrough available to you. All you have to do is clear this energy, because that breakthrough is right there, and it's been trying to come through. It wants to come through. It's here. It's waiting. It's waiting on you to get out of your own way, for you to finally get a different perspective on the situation. This person is being enlightened. That's what we're talking about. This person is being enlightened. Once you clear that space in your mind, you get rid of those worries, blessings just start dropping in your life. They won't help but be able to, but they just are. They just will. You can't really help. You can't get around it. You ever notice how super happy people have just seem to have everything going for them all the time? Like they're always happy, and like all this, certain people have just great stuff constantly happen to them. And it's like really weird. Like they're always winning on lottery tickets and scratch offs. Hey, Lisa. Like they're always, they'll find money, or they'll get a raise really easily, or like, you know what, and like they just, it's these benefits. That's what happens when you clear your mind and get your space. It's like being open to spirit, being open to that energy. This is also a trust and a faith that whatever you, and a reminder, trust and faith that whatever you want will come in, but a reminder that everything that goes on here goes out into the universe, and it's reflected back. That's all. This is all it's saying. It's reflected back. So just be careful what you think. Pay attention to your thoughts always. Yes, in the beginning, it's going to take strength, but guess what? It's going to turn you into a fucking beast, and you'll be able to conquer anything. I promise you, you will be able to conquer the world. This is another card of leaving behind that mental chaos, that mental, that restrictions, the lack mindset, the constant worry. This person is leaving choppy waters to go to something more calm and peaceful. Once you do that, this person's also realizing that they are the light, that the light has always been within them, inside of them, and they create from that light. It's very freaking powerful. Everyone can have this. Every one of you can have this. I promise you guys. I promise you. But you have to go ahead. You have to leave behind the bullshit. This is another card of leaving the bullshit behind, leaving the drama behind. Don't let things weigh you down anymore. They don't have to. They don't have to. I promise you. They don't have to. You can have anything you want. If it's a person that you want, you can have it. It doesn't matter. It's like, this is saying that you see how there's lines coming out from the head and their heart. That's energy, right? And it's like whatever they have on their mind, they're calling in. And every step that they take with this clear mind and this clear heart is very profitable. This is going to be someone who is very abundant. They can have what they want, but you have to live as if you already have it. That's the trick. That was the one thing I didn't get for a while. It's not living as if you already have it. Being just truthfully, it's just being happy with what you have already. Just being happy. If you think that being a millionaire is going to make you happy, you have to embody happiness now so that you can become a millionaire. Otherwise, you're going to stay poor. It's just it's crazy, but it is what it is. I'm not going to keep going on and on, but this is talking about wish fulfillment. This is talking about jumping for joy. This is talking about having anything and everything that you could possibly want. It's truly up to you guys. It really is. Your wishes can all come true. Your wishes can all come true. You can all be abundant. This lady right here is materially, like, totally, she don't worry about shit. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. She doesn't worry about shit. She's got what she needs. This person rides on faith. This is faith. This is the energy. This person doesn't have reins, and they're flying through. They're literally wild horses carrying them off. They don't have reins to steer this the chariot, but they're still going, and they're having faith that they're going where they're supposed to be going. All of it comes down to faith. If this is like, if you guys want to travel, this is possible. Like, dude, everything is possible. It's just so wild. And you know what? I should have been a little more structured in my reading today, but I've been on a high basically, because I'm like, I really am. I probably should just like rethink this and come at it a different way. I'm just so, you guys have no idea. It's just been such a powerful day. But that's all. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that you can have anything. You can have anything. Like anything at all, man. This is everyone. This is collective energy. This is kind of giving me an idea of what's going on. It's like an up and down. Maybe every day's different, you know, for some of you. For a lot of you, you are doing the work. There's some of you that are, and there's some of you that are not, and then wanting changes. Changes, it's not going to be handed over. It will be once you do the work within. You can't live in a nasty energy and expect happiness. They don't coexist together. They just don't. They don't. It doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. The energies are, you know, it's like polar opposites. They can't. It's like going to Alaska and expecting it to be like Florida. Like it just can't be. It's not possible. Going to the desert and expecting the ocean doesn't work. I'm sorry, or expecting water everywhere. It doesn't, it's not possible. They're polar opposites. It just doesn't work. Anyway, that's all. I just had to go on and on. Okay, you guys. That's it. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you for being here. I got to timestamp this sucker. I think it's 5. Yeah, it was 5. All right. So yeah, everything will be timestamped. I know I waited way too long in the beginning to tell everybody that, but yeah, it'll be timestamped. Anyway, I love you guys. Have the best night ever, and I will talk to you later. Sounds like what? You're welcome. No problem. Yeah, be, do, have. Yes, I agree. I just realized what you're saying. Yes, be, do, have.